How do you feel like your group recovered after those first couple drives where New Mexico State hit a few explosives and scored on the second drive? You guys seem to kind of clamp down after that.
Yeah, we still played just sloppy, you know what I'm saying? But we'll say this, when you have 4 or 5 kids that are playing back there and first time, even Skyler in a different position in first game, it's going to happen. You know, I was really pleased with the way they competed, though, and thought we played hard. And anytime you play a spread offense, and New Mexico State had a couple good athletes. Quarterback, I thought, threw the ball good. To hold them to 7 points after the way we started, I did think overall it was a good effort, but definitely things to clean up.
What did you think of the back end with a few new guys playing back there with Langford and Isom and Beekman?
Yeah, I think they did. I think they can play a lot sharper, and I think they will. You know, as we move on, I was really pleased the way Dan tackled in the open field. Made a lot of big tackles for us, and that's what we needed. But you know, here for the first 3 or 4 games, I just think those guys continue to get better and better. What we can't have is the motion mistakes and those type of adjustments to give up the big plays.
Lamont McDougal, he looks like he played sparingly in week 1. Do you foresee him kind of his role expanding as the weeks kind of unfold?
You know, who's ever the most productive in practice, and we'll see what happens in the game. So that's how that's handled, not just for Lamont, but everybody on that board.
What do you think of the production of the nose tackles that played ahead of him on Saturday, Misi?
I thought really the D-line did good. You go back, and I think almost every pass, but about 8 of them was thrown within like 2 seconds, and hey, it's hard to get there. They're throwing it that quick, and but no, I thought they played hard, and I think we ended up with 3 sacks, and thought we missed a couple that we had a chance at. So again, for the first game out, I thought that as a group they did pretty good.
Did you guys do as much pre-snap stuff as you guys usually do? The stems and the twist, stunts, the pre-snap movement. Was that something?
No, we didn't do as much. We didn't do as much. Yeah.
Is there any reason for that, or just schematically, maybe what you saw in film from those guys? Or?
Early in the season, you're a little bit cautious with it, just because you don't know of any motions and shifts and things like that. So the linebacker part and so yeah, we were just careful with it. And more film we get, the more we'll crank it up. It's a good observation.
Is it exciting to see Hank Platson come up with an interception? He got a few more reps there and walk on. Who practices hard.
No question. No, anytime those walk-ons, and for the other group, like say they scrapped hard enough and we scored enough points that we were able to play backups the whole fourth quarter. And those guys really, Tyrese made a big play to keep from scoring, and I wish he'd got off field a little sooner, but that's invaluable experience that because of how well the first group competed, we were able to play a lot of guys.
Would you guys kind of fill in Hank at the will spot if Jihad wasn't able to go, or would you guys feel more comfortable in replacing him with Dylan, because Dylan's played both roles, and have Dylan and Justice in there?
I think anytime, if you have time, is that you try to start your best too, without screwing everything up. You know what I'm saying? So that would be our first thing. But if Hank did the best that week in practice and was ready to go, then that's what we would do. The one thing you don't want to do on something like that is go and throw everybody out of whack. You know what I'm saying? And when they're used to playing something. So hopefully also all the linebackers, the more comfortable they get, they'll be able to play either side. Now, we're not to that point right now, but hopefully that's where we'll get to.
One more for Coach.
What does Northern Colorado look like on film? What do they do well that you guys feel like you need to contain?
It's very similar to our offense. They with the 4 wides and spreading it out, but a little bit more running game, and then they do use the tight end some. They mix the tight end in also, so it'd be our first look at some of those run fits with the tight end in there, and so we're going to have to do a good job of getting that fit up so we don't give up the big play. So it's a be good work for us to see a tight end.